Yo, what is up, guys? This is Joe here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 safeties that the Washington football team should sign or promote to replace Landon, who is out for the year with an Achilles injury. If you guys are new, subscribe for Washington and NFL content. So, let's get right into the video. And remember, check out House of Hoodies. Use code Pedro for 15% off. They got great Washington football jersey hoodies, including a Sean Taylor one. So, as you guys all know, Landon tore his Achilles and is out for the season, and we're going to have to find a replacement, whether that us be trading for someone, signing someone, or promoting someone from our team to that starting position. So today, I will give you guys 5 players, and this is what JP Finley said. He said Washington football will consider all options for safety help, a source tells me. With Landon Collins out and a real chance to win the NFC East, everything is on the table. So that is very interesting. They might end up trying to sign someone from free agency, but we're going to go with the 5 players that I think they should sign or promote, or the most likely option. So the first one, and this is just the most obvious one, and it could happen, is Cameron Curl, them promoting him to the starting safety position. He actually did okay in the second half of last game. He's pretty good at tackling. He's okay in coverage. He still struggles a little bit, but I mean, that's what you're going to expect from a 7th round rookie who had a limited offseason. So I wouldn't mind starting Cameron Curl, because if you start him, you're going to develop him more and more, and his development is going to be way faster than it would have been if you just had him as a backup. So that is one option that could happen, and I wouldn't be upset with it because he's played okay, and like I said, it would help his development. But if we are truly wanting to win right now, there are some other options on the table that I think are better at the moment right now. So the next guy, and this is probably the most likely option, is Eric Reid. JP Finley, if we go back to this, he said that in September, Ron Rivera was asked about Eric Reid, and he said, "We're in a fortunate position where we have Landon Collins. A guy like Eric Reid wouldn't fit with us here, but if we didn't have Collins, believe me, I'd call him." So, I mean, that is pretty telling right there. So that's why I put him on this list, because it's pretty likely that we sign him, or, somewhat likely. Last year with the Panthers, he's played 2 years with the Panthers. Last year had over 100 tackles, 124 tackles, 4 sacks, and 6 pass deflections. Had a really good year tackling wise, but his coverage, and he had 4 sacks, but his coverage was a little bit off last year. Usually it's a lot better, and we'll see if that was just a 1-year thing. In 2018, his coverage was a lot better, and he's had years where he's made the Pro Bowl. I think his rookie year we had 4 interceptions, he made the Pro Bowl. So yeah, he is good, and I really don't think there would be much of a drop off from Landon Collins to Eric Reid, just because Eric Reid has some familiarity with Ron Rivera and knows what to expect. And, Landon Collins wasn't playing as good as he usually does. And, maybe he was going to later on the season. But at the moment, the first, 7 games of the season, the only game he played pretty well was the last game against the Cowboys. So Eric Reid is a definite possibility, and is probably the most likely option on this list outside of Cameron Curl, who, that definitely could be an option too. And we're in a fortunate position right now where it is the bye week, so we're going to have 2 weeks. And also, if we sign a guy, they will be able to play. As long as we sign him this week, they'll be able to play against the Giants, because if we signed a guy in the middle of the week, obviously because of the protocols, it would take time to go into the next guy. And this is the biggest name, the next guy, Earl Thomas. I'm still kind of 50-50 about him, but if you're really, really set on winning the NFC East, he is probably the best option. I mean, last year, 50 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, and we already know how good of a player Earl Thomas is. The problem is, if there is a locker room issue with Earl Thomas, is he going to mess up the culture that we're building? That's the real question. Probably Ron Rivera is going to stay away from Earl Thomas. Like I said, more likely than not, it's going to be Eric Reid, but Earl Thomas is a great safety. He can play both safety positions, but I do believe he usually does play free safety. We already know how good he is. He played with the Seahawks for almost all of his year and made a bunch of Pro Bowls and All Pros. And then last year with the Ravens, had a pretty good season. But if you just look at the numbers, man, every year, he has pretty much every year except for one, he had multiple picks, a good tackler, and he can get to the quarterback somewhat. He did last year with 2 sacks. So, I wouldn't be mad if we signed Earl Thomas because he by far is the best safety out there, and he's probably a top 3 safety in the NFL. But we'll see what he comes with, the baggage he comes with. So that is the third option right there. Now going on to the fourth one, and this one would require a trade. Marcus May, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but from the Jets, he's been rumored to be on the trade block, and he is, even though right here it says free safety. I looked on the Jets depth chart, and he is a strong safety, so he definitely could help replace Landon Collins. And he's had an okay year this year, 1 interception, 40 tackles, and he's not playing on a good team, and he's going up against one of the best receivers usually every time. Obviously, he's not covering him the whole game, but he's helping them out. And he's had an okay career, 1 interception each year, and in his rookie year he had 2. He has had some trouble with his injuries, but that was only in 2018. Every other year he played every game, and he's played every game this year so far. So this one wouldn't be bad, but again, it would require giving up some draft capital, and I don't know how much I would want to give up for Marcus May. But if we are truly set, like I said, on winning the NFC East, then maybe you try to go for him and give up a 5th, 6th, or 7th. I don't know the trade value for him, so that's why I'm just throwing out draft picks, but this would be another replacement. He is the only player on this list that we would have to require via trade, but he would be another viable option. So next on this list is Rashad Jones. He is a free agent, and he played with the Dolphins last year, only played 4 games, but in 2018, he had 68 tackles, had 3 interceptions, and he made the Pro Bowl. I can't remember if it was 2017 or 2018, but he's been a good player, a decent player, and he's decent in coverage, and I think he would be a good guy to, play alongside DeShazier Everett, because DeShazier Everett actually has been playing good. He's been playing a lot better than expected, so Rashad Jones would be an alright guy, but I do think we're going to address the position. If not, we're going to start Cameron Curl, and I don't think that would be a terrible move either way. I mean, he's played solid, but I think all these guys right here are better than Cameron Curl right now. Maybe Cameron Curl in the future can be better than some of these guys, but we'll see what happens. Let me know, out of these 5 options, which one do you like the best, and then if you don't like any of these options, let me know what player you would like to sign. I'm probably more in the camp of, sign someone like Eric Reed or Rashad Jones out of from free agency, or, start Cameron Curl. I don't want to give up draft capital for a safety unless it's really, really low, like a 7th round pick. And Earl Thomas, we'll see about what the baggage is with him. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the like button. Subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a video. Peace.